just a star, fading, falling naked, burning through my own frustration. I'm just a star, fading, falling naked, burning through my own frustration. Whatever, not your savior, I just think love's what you make it. I'm a motel stay on a weeknight. There's a hole in the door, but the pool's fine. Take the light with the dark, it's a contrast love. Yeah. I'm a plane and I'm blocking your sunlight. I'm a first class ticket to a fist fight. Took a hit to the ribs, but I feel just fine. Yeah. And I can see that everything repeats. It's all just drop dead typical. I can see it going on and on. I'm just a star, fading, falling naked, burning through my own frustration. Whatever, not your savior, I just think love's what you make it. Star, fading, falling naked, burning through my own frustration. Whatever, not your savior, I just think love's what you make it. I'm your fucked up leg in the fun run. I'm a jet ski ride in a hot tub. Never quite what you want, but I just don't care. Yeah. And I can see that everything repeats. It's all just drop dead typical. I can see it going on and on. I'm just a star, fading, falling naked, burning through my own frustration. Whatever, not your savior, I just think love's what you make it. Star, fading, falling naked, burning through my own frustration. Whatever, not your savior, I just think love's what you make it. I'm a motel stay on a weeknight. There's a hole in the door, but the pool's fine. Never quite what you want, but I just don't care. I'm just a star, fading, falling naked, burning through my own frustration. Whatever, not your savior, I just think love's what you make it. Star, fading, falling naked, burning through my own frustration. Whatever, not your
Hey everybody.
I just think love's
Oh, it's a little quiet.
You're still a maybe. So could you think about it rationally?
Turn off the copyright music. All right, today we're finishing, or at least attempting to finish, our Orc Boy. Let's see if we can actually put them together. Nope. The answer is immediately no, because his pants broke immediately. Ugh. I do have to say, I'm really frustrated with the building process of this one. It's just so difficult. Back to this is dismembered legs. Let's put them back together. Maybe actually on the this with our cool new golden maple painting handle, which I love, by the way. Unironically, it's awesome. I'm gonna try crazy glue this time instead of this fusion thing, because it's just not working. Come on, pants. Stick together. What's going on, Ozzy? Trying to get these pants to stick together again. Because once again, they came apart. There we go. I'm trying crazy glue instead of the plastic fusion stuff, because that just wasn't strong enough, I guess. These things just really don't want to stick together. But we're putting our guy together, and then we're going to finish painting him on the thing. Oh, thank goodness they didn't break. Just want him to fit properly. Dang it. It already broke. Okay, come on. Maybe this way. Yeah, that. Maybe this is how I'm going to get it to do it, is if I do it while it's actually on it already. But what's going on with you, man? I'm excited to see the finished version of your PDF thing. What's going on, Odo? Real bone hours. I'm sad. That picture that I posted earlier of the tutorial that's still going up tomorrow, because I finished the tutorial before this happened, but I dropped the model, so the sword got broken. So now it's got a big crack in it. Take a look. So this is the model from the tutorial. So I painted this and made the tutorial on how, but then I dropped it, and I tried to glue it back together, but it's just got a big crack in it. Bro, what? Is something wrong? Is it my setup wrong? Oh, hell yeah. Send it to me in Discord, I want to see. So this is where we're at so far. He's pretty orcish. Good contrast. Well, while he's curing, essentially, up there, so he doesn't fall down, I'm gonna paint the teeth a little bit more. want to get this real set. Oh, is there a delay? Is there a delay in the stream? Like, can you hear me talking fine? Is it, or is it delayed? Because the kilobytes per second look fine. Good morning, Yoichi. Thank you for coming to my stream again. We are doing we're finishing this orc character for a friend, but I need to do the teeth of this thing. He's pretty scary. This was fun, doing the skin of the orc over here. And then this one from earlier. But I broke him on accident. I dropped it and the sword cracked, so I had to glue it back together. So I now it has a crack through it, so I'm sad a little bit, but it still looks okay. But let's get started on this one. We need to get the paper ready. It could be bad. No, I can't fix it any better than that. But I'm just trying to make it look like it's on purpose. You know? So that it doesn't look weird. But today was cool. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Hang on. I didn't quite see your name. 1 second. Let me pull you up again. What's going on, Fune? How do I pronounce that? Is it Fune or is it funny? Spell it phonetically. No, I'm just kidding. Fune? Nice. Well, we're finishing our orc guy today. Or at least I'm determined to finish him today. We get the right yellow. Was it this one? Yes, demonic yellow. You like being funny? I like being funny too. Got him. Got him. All right. Let's get painting. No one's here for my jokes. They're saying you're all saying to yourselves, get to work. Especially Odo. Less talking, more painting. Had to finish the coats on our mustard yellow metal here. Listen, are you saying that I'm not MLG? That I'm not part of Ghost Snake or something like that? At a game older than you. Just you wait. We'll go even older. We'll go like We'll go like a rogue port on Amiga. We'll go, no, Pong's too old. That's even before me. I know, shocking. Let's see, what's the oldest game? What's the oldest game that we could actually play? I'm thinking it's something like on NES, but it would be just 2-player. We could do like Contra. Yeah, Tetris. We could play Dr. Mario on NES for sure. Contra does not suck. Don't be a contrarian. Ugh. Contra's overrated. I don't like the speed at which the game goes. Okay, what are these horns? I know that they're kind of bony. Let's just make them traditional bones. We're gonna do like Metal Slug would be. I can do Metal Slug. We can definitely do Metal Slug. That would be fun. Let's do kind of traditional horn colors on these, just to keep it simple. But thanks for, I did want to say, thanks everybody for kind of pushing that, my sponsored video. I really appreciate, I was kind of worried that it was going to suck, meaning that like, people weren't going to like the fact that it was an ad. So I appreciate everybody's feedback on that, and that it turned out pretty good. Like people weren't upset by it, which was my #1 goal, is to not be upsetting. I tried to keep it in the same format as my other videos with a little intro thing and then the actual ad, but I still needed to say the line. Not that I don't actually, I'm using the tool right now. It's nice. I really like it. For realsies. Yeah, did you like the my totally normal painting mount, the string? I thought that was good. I like that part. Because I was thinking to myself when I was planning it, I was like, how do I open this? Because like, do I just use like one of my blocks? Yeah, the mini news. Do I just use one of my blocks and be like, oh, it's so boring? Like the other alternative was like, I wish this was more fun, or I wish this block was less boring or lame. But that doesn't make sense because the block is still great. And I don't think people would have liked that. But then I thought like, oh, I can do something ridiculous that nobody actually does. I had some string and I'm like, that might work. It's also a play on a much older bit. Look up the juice loosener. It's an old Simpsons gag. And it's specifically the beginning part. It's where Troy McClure Says, this used to be the only way to get juice from an orange. And he smashes it against his eye into a glass. Don't drink this. Or don't breathe this. Okay. Let's do... let's do the teeth while that's drying. Because the teeth are still teeth color, but they have a green base to them. So first is kind of like a dusty skull color. And it's sort of a downward hatching that we're gonna do. So we need a really sharp brush. Yeah, because no brushing. He doesn't brush. He doesn't brush. He doesn't brush and he doesn't wear his retainer. Water? Water what? What about water? Water wheel? What? What are you saying? I'm confused. So this is sort of like just doing the raised edges so that the deep parts of the teeth still stay green. So he's got like so he's clearly got stuff stuck in them, but they still have teeth color. And then we'll do the peaks in a lighter tan. He's got a nice brown smile. But this makes them look more realistic and a little less cartoonish. Not that cartoonish is bad, but we wanted to look a little more realistic. A little bit of news that will affect stream, not in the next like week or so, but possibly in the next couple of weeks. I'm very likely going to buy a house, and what that means is that I'll have to move. I'm still living in the same area, but it's but that will take a little bit of time. I'm still going to stream, but it's going to be in like a different scene for a minute. I saved all my pennies for many years. But I'm also very lucky. I was fortunate early in my career. I was very fortunate early in my working days to have gotten into positions where I was able to save quickly. Don't worry, Ozzy. I actually don't like. And I don't mean this. This. I don't need a loan. The Ozzy. Don't worry about timing. Worry more about your skill set, because I didn't actually get into a good job until I was until my mid-20s. But the job that I did get allowed me the opportunity to save and save quickly, because I didn't care about showing off to my friends, so to speak. So be aware of that. Don't feel like you're behind, because you're not. Especially at 19, Jesus. I was worse than broke at 19. The thing that I would tell you is discover what you're thinking you want to get into, which is what, by the way? Or do you not know yet? Teeth are coming together. You have no clue? What do you like? Are you going to school or anything like that? I can give you some general questions that might help you discover where you want to be, and a little bit of advice on how to move up quickly depending on what you're thinking. And that's kind of the key, is moving up quickly by making your leadership aware that you want to, because one of the biggest mistakes that some people make in whatever career that they're in, it doesn't matter what it is, and I mean this sincerely, it doesn't matter what it is, don't be the best worker that's quiet about it. And what I mean is, there's plenty of situations that I can recall where somebody was what I would describe as like the hardest working person, but they didn't ask for a promotion, or they never asked for responsibilities that related specifically to leadership, or they didn't ask or make known their ambition for leadership or higher pay. They were waiting for themselves to be recognized, which will never happen. It will not happen. It's actively against you to wait like that, because the leadership will not exploit you, but they will gladly accept that you are the best employee at a certain task and leave you there for as long as they can, because you're the best at it. So you have to express yourself that you are unsatisfied with your current situation and want to move up, so that they get the chafing sensation that they might lose you if they don't actively help you achieve whatever that goal is. Thank you, Yoichi. I'm trying very hard, Yoichi. I want to be like you, good at art. What was I saying? Yes, what I was saying. Do not be the guy that's waiting for recognition. Demand it. And what I mean is, You don't demand it like I'm out of here if you don't promote me. But when was the last time that you requested a one-on-one, or do you even have them with your leadership? And I mean that like a weekly, a bi-weekly, a monthly check-in to say, hey, let me just ask you, Aaron, how am I doing? This is me asking my leadership, how am I doing? Is there anything that I should be improving on? Because I really would like to be here. And here meaning whatever your goal is. Make it known so that and wait for them to tell you what that task is. Now, if they say something like, just keep doing what you're doing, that's both a good and a bad thing. One, it's a good thing because they can't think of anything to say right now, but you've still made yourself known that you're wanting to go into a different position or higher, which could lead to a raise because they don't have a position open for you, but they may do a economic adjustment for you to keep you in your position. But also, it signals to them that they need to think of something for you to do that's other than what you're doing so that you can have an additional task that represents leadership quality or whatever it is that you're doing. Advanced problem solving, something like that. Because the excuses that come up when you are passed over for something like leadership or a promotion are that you haven't done anything demonstrable to associate yourself with whatever that new position is. So it will be your fault that you didn't ask for that. And you will also lose points in terms of recognition if you go up and say, I deserve this position, and then they say, well, why? What have you done? And you can only name your current job description instead of what the thing that you're asking for's job description is. You're exactly right, Odo. They're not thinking of you. So make them start thinking of you. And do that often. I don't know if you ever heard the expression from your grandpa, but I'm about to be your grandpa. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. It's 100% true. Because you're not gonna get grease the wheel if it's not squeaky. Meaning that if the wheel is working fine, which is you being the best person, you're getting nothing. You're getting less than nothing. You're getting a keep doing what you're doing, buddy. But if you make it known that you need that grease, and what I mean by grease is, something extra, then you're gonna get it. The nail that stands up gets hammered if you approach it the wrong way. That's the if you portray yourself as a nail, you're exactly right. So tact is still important. And it comes in the form of exactly what I said. Schedule a one-on-one. Ask to have a meeting with your leadership. And begin that conversation with, how am I doing? Because I have this ambition. And can you help me get there? Now, if you're in a workplace that doesn't encourage that, then maybe it's something that you need to figure out, like meaning get a different workplace. But that's a different topic. Not washing cars. So if you're wanting to get out of that, I would ask you a couple things. Do you want to be doing something with your hands next, or do you want to be doing something with your mind? And mind doesn't have to mean like solving math problems. I mean like, do you think you are an effective communicator? Like if I asked you to help me describe a product to somebody, either help them navigate it or purchase it, do you think you could do that? You don't suck at both. You think you suck at both until I'm not joking. Everybody thinks they suck, but that's because you're shy, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. That is 100%. That is 100% overcomeable. Okay, teeth look pretty good. Let's do another. Yeah, your age starts with 1. Describing a product sounds easy. Okay. So there's a couple paths you can go for something like that. So you can describe something with the intent to aid, or you can describe something with the intent to sell, or you can describe something with the intent to there's a term for it, but I like to say it's like discover, meaning like help somebody find what they're actually looking for, because that's another thing that people don't really understand. Most of the time, like, say I'm somebody who needs X product. Well, what's it for? What is the solution you're trying to solve by having X product? Well, actually, it's not this that you need, it's that you need. And just knowing that is a sellable skill. So what do you think? Do you think that you'd want to sell someone something, help someone operate something, or help someone discover something? Discover or operate? Okay. Tell me a reason why you wouldn't want to sell someone something. And if this is getting too personal, just DM me and we'll talk about it later. But why wouldn't you want to sell someone something? If you want to answer, you can. If you don't, just tell me. You don't have to be commissioned to sell someone something. Seems risky. Oh, are you thinking car dealerships? Because that's one option, but that's not necessarily what I'm getting at. AI is starting to steal jobs in marketing. This is partially true. That is if you're trying to that's if you're trying to get that's if you're trying to get into some sort of marketing firm. And really the job that you're describing is data analytics, not actually the selling portion. Because data analytics could be done by AI, but not necessarily me going to, say, Odo, who says, I need to market to this specific demographic. How do I do that? AI is not going to be able to describe a campaign necessarily. It might be able to tell you that there are campaigns that do well based on X factor, meaning that like data that it's analyzed from other campaigns, but it won't be able to effectively articulate that to, say, a boardroom. Sorry, I'm focusing on this really quick. No problem, man. I feel like I almost feel like it's my responsibility because I had to discover a lot of this on my own, and I don't think that it's fair that I expect that from other people. And I didn't, and I would have been much happier and much more successful if I was able to do some of the things that I know how to do earlier. And I feel like me withholding that information is almost evil in a way. if I can freely give it and it does nothing but help somebody. But the first thing I would say is don't be worried. Like Odo said, your age starts with a 1. You are in no danger of being left behind, although it might seem like that based on Instagram and bullshit that people post, faking success. And I should know, I live in LA with all these fake people, and I'm the one who's buying property and they're not. They're faking buying property. And I don't have to go in debt to do it either. Something I will say that's just generally good advice: avoid debt at all costs. The strongest possible asset that you have is time. And if you spend a week working and then have to immediately give it up because of a product or object or food that you purchased earlier that is now no longer in your possession or not useful anymore, is going to kill you. Financially and motivationally. I would say learn to be comfortable with delayed gratification if at all possible. I'm not saying starve, but debt is designed to entrap you forever. You'd be surprised. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people do. But here's something. Okay, so you said that you wouldn't mind describing a product or helping somebody with something. And I'm going to suggest this not as a end all for your career, but consider something. Like, for example, I don't know what is available in your area, but one job that I got early in my career, having no skill, this is early 20s, that paid very well, and I only did it for a little bit, and I didn't actually do it for a very long time, but it taught me a lot of valuable skills and how to operate, and this is going to sound bad, but you can be a not call center, but a operation assistant, which is you assisting a claims adjuster or say a healthcare company. This was United Healthcare at the time. And that is an entry level. People think like entry level jobs are grocery or something like that, but that is an entry level position. It's sort of like a coordinator. It's something where you are an assistant to the professional and you learn that skill, but more importantly, you learn how to navigate a professional setting outside of retail. And if I can recommend anything at all, try and become outside of retail as soon as you can, because the retail can entrap you into a kind of permanent retail cycle. That's something that I also experienced. Because once you have, say, clerk on your resume, it becomes more difficult to get clerk off of your resume, meaning the next job, when people read clerk, it's difficult to convince them that you have skills outside of being a clerk. But if you have organizational skills in a professional setting like an office, that is much more leverageable. What's going on, Razzie? Sorry, we're getting real deep into professional career advice on this stream instead of painting. Thanks, man. But I'll tell you a couple. Ozzy, I'll tell you a couple keywords that you should be typing in to a job search engine. Coordinator is a big one. Coordinator is essentially the non-retail equivalent to entry level. Coordinator is essentially the assistant to the professionals conducting whatever business it is, and that can be media, that can be that could be sales, that could be any kind of office environment. Coordinator is the name of it. That's one thing. That's something that is also a learned thing. Most people don't know where the hell the starting position is for a professional setting. Coordinator is usually it. It means you're going to be doing everything to help, including like writing schedules, setting dates, making minor calls, and taking notes for stuff, taking notes in meetings and things. All exceptionally valuable skills. Okay, we're getting close to being done with these teeth. Odo is also very right. An associate's degree that you got without debt is extremely valuable. But get it in something that you value. Okay, the teeth look pretty good. What do you think? He needs to brush more, that's for sure. Real stinky. Give me just 1 second. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Dun, dun, dun. Odo would like the tongue. Okay, let's go back to the horns here, because they're actually going to use similar colors, the teeth. We all know what Odo actually likes. Odo wants to be bullied. Odo wants to be bullied by a 10-foot tall ghost lady. Oh, but anyway, what I was saying, I'm also really excited because I'm going to be building my own studio in my new place. That's not going to be for a while, but that's something that I've already started planning to do. So we're going to have a nice custom little spot for all future projects. I'm excited about that. Should I get a neon sign for behind me? This golem, like a real streamer. From Tony Signs, exactly. Odo is a cool cat. Or are you talking to me? He's a cool skeleton. Okay, now let's go a little lighter. A little bit of a glaze here. And only on the most raised areas. By the way, something I actually really like that I'm actually using right now, that I shilled in my shill video, is I've been turning this thing like this whole time. This thing is fucking awesome. I'm not joking. Like, this thing is great. Like, I'm genuinely enjoying it. Not a shill. Genuinely enjoying it. It's like one of those, like, oh, that's nice. Like, I didn't realize I would like that until I could do it suddenly. Which also, by the way, I want to be 100% transparent with how I was able to acquire things like the most recent sponsorship and this item for free. Email them, and I'm not kidding. All you have to do, and especially in the business world, you have no idea how many things are accomplished through emailing and asking. I mean this with 100% sincerity. All that I did was I looked on their website, because I know this company, looked for the contact email, sent a generic email that said, hi, my name is, with my handle. I'm a content creator who focuses on miniature painting. I really enjoy your enjoy your product and would like to showcase them on a video. Do you think that we're able to work together? And that's the end of the email. And it resulted in what I have now. This item, plus a sponsorship, and a coupon code that I can extend to you. That was the entirety of the email. So do not be afraid to communicate. I think that's a big thing that is just, it's just difficult to learn. You tell him stop bullying you. That all those quotes are true, but it's more my absolute favorite one is the worst they can say is no. And just be prepared to accept that if it happens, but you're in no danger of anything by asking. And that goes for a whole lot of stuff. Your ego may take a hit, but you got to learn to deal with that. Because you will be unharmed. And when you think about ego stuff, realize something extremely important. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit about anything about you. they're worried about themselves. So the next time you think like, oh no, they'll think of you know, relax. They don't care. They're not thinking about you. F who? Excuse me? Excuse me? Razzie? I'm just kidding. You're allowed to like and dislike whoever you want. No one is exempt. Okay. I think those bones look okay. Now let's do a little of the metal piece here. I think we're looking at, whoop, shit. He just exploded all over the ground. Ah. Okay, 1 second. Just dropped it on the floor. That came off. How did it explode? My question. That came off. Those came off. Where are the pants? I have to find the pants later. Oh no, they survived. He fell on the ground and he exploded. For some reason. I don't know. It's not so bad. Have to figure out how to put them back together. Yes, it is battle damage now. I've been dropping stuff. Have a good night, Odo. That's okay. We're about done for tonight. Anyway. This is like 90% finished. I was hoping to finish it today. Razzie! Oh wait, who knows who? How the hell does this go back? It's like this. I don't know how the pants survived. It's funny. Ozark is turning out great, although I just exploded him on accident, so that happened. But it's all right. He's turning out good. Turning out all right. I like it so far. And I'm the best one, right? Kidding. But let me show you how let me show you how he's going really quick as soon as I put all his pieces back together. There we go. Actually, it was a pretty seamless repair. But here he is so far. I think we'll be able to finish him next stream. There's Mazrog. There's Biglor. We gotta do his back plate. And we got to do just some minor detail stuff. Like, I want to make the leg a little bit more battle damage here. Some more scratches, a little bit more wear. But it's turning out pretty good. Pretty good. I really like how his skin turned out. Thanks, I appreciate that. Anyway. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Here he is. In the bigger camera. We will finish him 100% next stream, and then I think I can show you. In fact, let me just show you. Tomorrow, the tutorial for switch back to the paint cam. The tutorial for this guy, specifically this sword, gets put up. That'll be on YouTube and Instagram tomorrow, without the crack in the middle, because again, I dropped this and it broke in half and I had to glue it back together, but the uncracked version is going up tomorrow. And then after this guy, after we're done with Mazrog, we're going to be doing a non-Warhammer model, specifically this one. The Black Knight from game that I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is the next mini that we're going to be painting. He's going to be fun. His sword is over here. It's not connected to him yet because it blocks certain things if I put it on. But I want to paint the body and everything first, and then the sword, and then I'm going to stick it together. But this is after Ozark is going to be done. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Have a good night.